It's my second time trying to record this video. So, I'm gonna give a quick explanation as to why I don't upload as often as I should. For those who at least care, I am dealing with a lot of depression issues. For those who don't have depression, I'm gonna explain it how I experience it. Maybe it's different from somebody else, but this is how I live with it. When you're depressed, you become unmotivated, you don't care about pretty much anything, you just shut down. You lose interest in pretty much anything you do or enjoy doing. I usually enjoy walking outside, working on stuff on my computer, playing video games, drawing, reading, writing stories. I've lost interest in those. I've lost interest in singing a lot. Like, I was singing earlier. But when I get into this depression mode, I lose my voice. It's like no one cares about you. That's how it feels. Like, you feel like a burden. You feel like nobody fucking cares what you do or what you say, and that voice saying that in your head, while it's not true, and I know it's not, it feels like it's true. And it hurts. It hurts to think that way. It really does. Because I know I have people who care about me. I'm a moderator for one of my favorite YouTube channels, and they care about their mods, they care about their fans, and I've explained to them that I don't feel important. You know, I put other people first because I don't see myself as a priority. And someone on the channel said, hey, that's how I am every day. I know to some people that's not helpful, but to me it was nice knowing someone else felt the same way. I honestly feel like I don't matter. That's why I usually will do things for other people. If I have money, I'll shell it out. If I, like, even if it's somebody who doesn't deserve it, I feel like, oh, I don't need this. Here, you can have it. I feel like my issues aren't really that important, and even though I talk about them on videos, it's not trying to say, like, oh, this is my issue, and, you know, oh, I'm so miserable. That's not ever the point of my videos. Honestly, I use this channel to vent, to air grievances, to talk about things, to share my life. That's why it's called My Spooky Life. And I know it hasn't been overly spooky, but to me, life is a strange, spooky, eerie thing. And life with depression is horrible. Even worse when you have the fact that I have anxiety. I have a certain type of anxiety, and this is words from a therapist saying, I have anxiety that manifests into anger. Essentially, if I get too overwhelmed, I have to go somewhere and calm down before I hit something. And that's possibly why I was misdiagnosed with bipolar. Because it's a very similar symptom to that, but it turns out I don't have it, because apparently bipolar people hear voices sometimes. I don't hear voices. I don't see things in the corner of my eye that often. Like, yeah, occasionally see the occasional, like, orb or shadow person, but that's something a lot of people see. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Depression is horrible. It essentially robs you of who you are, what you love to do. It makes you, honestly, a bit lethargic. You don't really want to do anything, so you just lay in bed. You sleep, because that's the only thing that seems to help. And I know some people deal with depression other ways. Some people drink, some people smoke, some people have weird things they do. I don't know all the details of the first two that come to mind. I've known people with depression who honestly cope with it by getting laid. I deal with depression by sleeping, drinking too much caffeine, and making videos. And it's not the videos making you depressed. I don't get depressed over this sort of stuff. This is actually helping. Because I know somebody's going to see this and say, hey, me too. But dealing with depression and anxiety, that's a whole other mess. And I never want anyone to feel this. I know there are people who do, too. But I never want anyone to feel it. I never want anyone to deal with this. I really don't. Trying not to break down. I have dealt with anxiety my whole life. And when dealing with that and depression, you feel unmotivated, but you feel afraid. Because you're unmotivated, you have stuff to do. And it's literally this endless cycle of, I'm too worn out to do anything, but I've got to do something. And I'm a little gender dysphoria, and my life is a living hell. I'm not saying anyone's problems are bigger than mine. I know people have it worse than me, but this is what I deal with. I've tried to give my disorders faces. And it's helped. It's helped a lot. But I still deal with it. I deal with the anxiety of looking at my videos and hating them. Even though I put my heart and soul into this, I deal with the anxiety of looking at comments every single time. I feel a knot in my stomach just thinking, oh my god, someone's going to say something about how I look, or how I act, or how I sound. Because it's happened. And it hurts. It hurts a lot. I'm not going to name names or ban them from my channel. And I know there's like this stigma. Don't show your opinions or anything on the internet because it makes you look soft. I like being open. I don't want to be this cold person who doesn't care about what people who matter think. Like, obviously if it's not helping me, I'm not going to acknowledge it, I'm not going to respond, I'm just going to delete the comment. But I know there's going to come a point with this channel where I'm not going to be able to do that anymore, and I'm going to have to toughen up a little and say, hey, these are the people who matter, the people who support you. Those people don't matter, no matter how bad it hurts. They're not going to be around in the long run. Yeah, you're always going to have haters, but you got to remember your little rhyme that you came up with. You have to remember this. I'm talking to myself here for a second. Haters make me famous, and they're also going to pay me. They know that they just can't be me, so then they want to blame me. And I've been repeating that to myself. People will take a dig at me. I gotta learn to accept it. It's part of life. My anxiety makes that harder. And it makes me wonder, can I do this without help? I'm sure as hell gonna try. I'm nothing if not a fighter. I have used my voice before, I'm gonna use it again. I won't stop. And I urge anyone dealing with this, any issues they have, schizophrenia, bipolar, any mental issue you have, even if it's something like me, or it's dysphoria and anxiety and depression, do not give up on me. Do not give up on anyone. Do not give up on yourself. Most importantly, do not give up on you. Because you matter. You may not think you matter, but you do. And if you think suicide's an option, just remember, it doesn't end your pain. It passes it on to those near you. Even if it's somebody who barely knows you, they're gonna feel that pain. Get help. Please. I'm trying to get help with everything. Right now it's hard. I've got to just remember, and you guys have to remember, there's always a rainbow after every storm. There's always sunshine after the storm ends. The storm may seem endless, but we'll get through it. You have me to help you if you need it. If you need someone to talk to, you message me. I will do my best to make you feel better. I can't guarantee it'll help much. But I'm here, and I care. You're not alone. Because my motto for this channel is always, you're beautiful, you're valid, and you're important. And I'm gonna stick to that, because I believe it. My favorite Doctor Who quote has always been, in all of my years, I've never met someone who wasn't important. But I believe it. So please, don't ever feel like you're not important. Don't be me. Don't be like me. Please. Sorry, I had to just take a second to calm down. I just want to say, don't ever doubt you're important. You matter to somebody, you matter to me. And if you don't see it, and because of that, since I probably won't be able to help much by talking, I'm going to leave some suicide helplines in the description if your depression gets too bad, if you're dealing with that. I don't really know what else I can really talk about, or what I can do to help, but if you're dealing with what I'm dealing with, you're probably going to want those, and I'm also going to put the one for the transgender suicide hotline, because I feel like that's very important. But that's all I really had to say, and thank you all so much for watching. I love and appreciate all of you. You are valid, you're important, and you matter, and I will see you guys in the next video. So stay beautiful.